Comic books coined the pop culture definition of superpowers, but video games have put the power in your hands. Is it possible to manipulate space and time? Is it possible to summon demons at will? Making an energy shield out of the souls of your enemies? Gamers have had the opportunity to test all of these. Hopefully, comic books and video games will continue to push each other to create even better, more innovative ways to defend or destroy the universe. In this video, we are going to tell you the 10 unforgettable badass video game abilities. But before that, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever we publish a new video. Number 10. Alchemy, The Elder Scrolls V SKYRIM. By creating potions that boost your enchantment, then making magical items that affect your alchemy skills while boosted, and repeating the process, you can end up with potions that increase your enchanting skill by tens of thousands. Then you can use these steroidal spell-based liquids to enchant items, like the Humble Fork, which previously dealt only one measly point of damage, to produce strange effects. Do you want a fork that can deal 500,000 plus points of fire damage? Go ahead, try it. Or perhaps you want to be a pseudo-culinary vampire and have set the fork to steal over 1,000,000 points of health per hit. Whatever your interests are, alchemy and enchanting are your best friends for the job. Number 9. Cops Ignoring Crimes, Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. The most appealing in the Grand Theft Auto series is the prospect of actively barely surviving a desperate chase against police, private security firms, and even the army. This brings us to the brilliant exploitable ability found in GTA 5's online section called Cops Ignore Crimes, which you can unlock reasonably early on by taking jobs from Lester. The idea behind the ability is that you can summon Lester, and he will grant you 1 minute of complete freedom, during which you can kill, rob, and destroy, while cops turn a blind eye. Some astute individuals discovered that it takes approximately this amount of time to enter the airbase, scream over to a jet, and steal it, granting you air superiority with no consequences. Number 8. The Specialist Strike Pack, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 was a strange moment for the series, a kind of difficult second album despite the franchise being so old. Despite its flaws, the multiplayer was still a blast, with players again able to unlock and customize their loadouts. However, they saw fit with more guns, mods, and kill streaks than you could shake a very explosive stick at. However, for the pursuits out there, at level 20, there was the option to unlock the Specialist Strike package, which quickly became one of the most broken options possible. Instead of rewarding players with kill streaks for racking up kills, this path would instead award perks. And as we all know, perks in Modern Warfare are like God's own blessing. Number 7. Jumping, Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. It may appear absurd that the simple act of jumping can break Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, but this title's very existence is more than a bit of a joke. The now famous jump glitch, performed by pausing the game mid-jump, unpausing, and immediately hitting the jump, allowed players to skip game sections. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric was supposed to be a soft reset of all we'd know about Sonic up to this point, an attempt to wash away the bad taste that years of subpar, poorly programmed games have left in fans' mouths. Number 6. BERSERK Darts, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Every target is presented in such a way that you have multiple options for taking a stab at it, and if things go wrong, you have tricks and toys at your disposal to give you the upper hand. But what if the thought of running over those rooftops and parrying blades makes you nervous? If you want to have a much easier time, unlock the BERSERK Darts in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. These darts, you see, take all the skill out of assassination, because with just one well-aimed puff at the target, they will go on a range-induced rampage and attack anyone around them, including their bodyguards, because bodyguards are far better equipped than regular grunts. They'll efficiently dispatch their boss, leaving you to gloat from above and collect rewards. Number 5. Ring of the LUCII, Final Fantasy 15. You probably think of Cloud's Buster Sword or Squall's Gunblade when it comes to Final Fantasy 15 weapons. You might even go to Wakka's Blitzball because it's so out of the ordinary. If you've played Final Fantasy 15, you'll know that the true king of supreme banter is the Ring of the LUCII. Death is a spell with a meager chance of success, but when it does, watch out, woof. Players began to put this to the test on everything they came across, and one of the most surprising foes to fall victim to the finger ring was the Adamantoise, the game's most challenging and most resilient boss. When the developers realized this, they set about patching it, but not to fix the ring, but to remove its limitations, making it even more powerful. Number 4. Just Kickin' Dragon Ball Z SAGAS. The lack of polish is exemplified by the ability to stunlock every enemy simply by kicking them. Or, technically, it's even less because to get the infinite loop of damage, you must not finish a combo, which means that the first punch and kick of a chain will be your best friend in SAGAS. True, dealing with some bosses will take on Ice Age, but considering the alternative, hearing them spout out nonsense lines of dialogue and hit you with energy blasts over and over, this is the lesser of the two evils. Number 3. KIL'JAEDEN'S Cunning, World of Warcraft. This ability was so overpowered that it was removed entirely from the game. But consider this, on the world's most popular MMORPG, a broken power threatened to engulf the entire game as we knew it. This had a significant knock-on effect, as support classes no longer needed to worry about buffing Warlock's defenses, and tanks could move forward without fear of having to drop back and save their weaker allies. Overall, this one change completely upended the team dynamic, so it's no surprise it was dropped. Number 2. Shock Gloves, Batman Arkham Origins. One of Juicy's best features, Bruce Wayne, is a man who takes a meticulous approach to fight crime. Having trained his body and brain beyond peak physical condition, he isn't afraid to use whatever means necessary to gain an advantage over his opponent. When it comes to the use of Arkham Origins game, it's his hands that give would-be enemies a shock, as thanks to the demise of the quite frankly pathetic electrocutioner, you get access to his homemade shock gloves, and boy do they ever break the game. With the gloves equipped, you can now bypass armored and shielded enemy defenses and use them to trigger electronics in the battle environment without having to switch to other gadgets. To top it all off, every hit deals double damage of regular punches, implying that when you use them, you're essentially playing an accessible mode. Number 1. Talisman Sloth NIOH. Not content with simply shadowing Dark Souls, this series then slides up and corrodes the pool Sunbro with a ludicrous amount of menus, extra features, and customization that add a whole new depth that is as brilliant to explore as it is perplexing to newcomers. It may make your head spin so much that you would wish the game would stop for a second. Well, luckily for you, the Sloth Talisman will just do that, slowing enemies down for a few moments, allowing you to line up perfect strikes, or more likely even the brutal combat, a chance to drop back and recuperate. The Talisman can be used twice and can affect bosses. This can buy you about a minute's worth of slow motion exploit to dish out a massive amount of damage on even the most challenging bosses, effectively making one of the franchise's most challenging aspects a much less complicated affair. What are your reactions upon this video? What do you think about these unforgettable badass video game abilities? Have you tried playing to one of these abilities? And also, what are your thoughts on this video? Feel free to drop your reviews and responses in the comment section below. And before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications on our future content. See you in the next video!